Good morning, Cornerstone. For your inspirational vitamin for the day, I'm going to be reading from Exodus chapter 28. Starting verse 1, it says, "Have your brother Aaron with his sons come to you from the Israelites to serve me as priest. Aaron, his sons Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar. Make holy garments for your brother Aaron for glory and beauty. You are to instruct all the skilled artisans, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, to make Aaron's garments for consecrating him to serve me as priest. These are the garments that they must make: a breastpiece, an ephod, a robe, a specially woven tunic, a turban, and a sash. They are to make holy garments for your brother Aaron and his sons so that they may serve me as priests. They should use gold, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen." And one of the things is I've been reading through Exodus as we're going through the Bible reading plan in the year. You get to certain parts in Exodus or Leviticus, and you think, "Oh my gosh, this is boring. These are just lists of laws, or man, the specifications for the tabernacle, or Aaron's clothing." And I think it can maybe sometimes give us the impression that God is super legalistic. And I know I've thought that before, but as I read it this time, what really sort of dawned on me, I feel like the Spirit told me, it's not that God is legalistic, but that God is detail oriented. I mean, don't we love it when we're around folks that are detail oriented, when there's things that have to go on? Even if you're a big picture person, it's great to have somebody on your team, let's say in your marriage. It's always good that at least one of you is detail oriented, right? And then one of you is sort of big picture vision. But I love how detail oriented God is. And when he tells Moses to get these garments made for Aaron, for the priests, he said that these are for glory and beauty. God wants to fill our lives with glory and beauty. When he made this world, it was made with glory and beauty. And he says, he asked Moses to instruct all the skilled artisans. And God said, "I have filled them with the spirit of wisdom to make Aaron's garments." And he said, these are to be specially made garments. I just think about the fact that Jesus turned water into wine at a wedding because they were running out. Jesus cared about that little detail. When Jesus is raised from the grave and they go into the empty tomb, his clothes were folded up. When he took off the grave clothes, he folded them up before he left the grave. God is detail oriented. When Jesus healed Simon's mother-in-law from her fever, right? God is detail oriented. And so rather than think about legalism and rules, just think about the fact that God even cares about the intimate details of our lives. And the other cool imagery from this passage to think about is, in the New Testament, in 1 Peter 2 and 9 and 10, it says that we're all a royal priesthood, that, we have been clothed with Christ. The same way that Aaron, the priest, had this specially made garment with gold and fine linen and blue and purple and all these things. When we follow Jesus and decide to get baptized into Christ, we're clothed with Christ, with a garment that's even more glorious and more beautiful than that which Aaron had. So that's my encouragement for you today for this inspirational vitamin. Remember that God is detail oriented, and God even cares about the little details in your life. So go to him in prayer, even about things that you may think are insignificant, or you would think, "Oh, he's such a holy and righteous and big and powerful, awesome God. He wouldn't care about that." He does care about that. God even cares about the small details in our lives. So that's your inspirational vitamin. Let's have a great weekend. See you tomorrow.